depending on your context, the Lion King of jungles. Even though lions don't live in jungles, they are also known as king of the jungle. But still, the crown comes with would-be usurpers. Though most animals know their place, rightfully subservience to the royals, some have grown bolder and would probably try to take over. Some would use their size, venom, and spears to claim the throne, and they would totally get away with it. There's a lot of fierce animals out there that are stronger than lions, even though they're the strongest. 10. Crocodiles. Nile crocodiles have been beaten on size only by saltwater crocodiles for being the largest reptiles in the world. They are apex predators, and unlike lions, no animal actively hunts them for food because they know better not to mess with a Nile crocodile. This is because Nile crocodiles have a powerful bite that can kill an animal in just 1 or 2 bites. Nile crocodiles are notably difficult to kill, so it's not uncommon for them to take on lions. There are plenty of recorded instances where the Nile crocodile prevailed over the lion. Crocs have been found to ambush lions as they drink from or eat by a waterhole. Such a high number of these attacks force the question, are lions really apex predators? Quite a few ecologists, myself included, would say that lions are still at the apex. Nile crocodiles do occasionally prey on them, but prefer other much slower prey. However, I do agree that there are much better examples of apex predators out there. 9. Black mambas. You may have heard about black mambas. They are the most feared snake in Africa, with Uma Thurman's character in Kill Bill being one of the few famous black mamba references. It is the second largest venomous snake, after the king cobra. Its venom is more potent and faster acting than that of the cobra. Lions have been known to be terrified of mambas, so you can bet your life on it being a big deal. There are multiple recorded cases of humans who died within 30 minutes after being bitten by one. Most snakes are generally peaceful and attack only if they feel threatened. Lions also know that fighting with a snake is not good and avoid it as much as possible. But no system is perfect. Sometimes the avoidance strategy does not work and incidents happen. In the video you can see such an incident, where it does not quite go well for the lion. 8. Hyenas. Hyenas have had a bad rap historically, but now they are starting to change the narrative. Whether it's because of their famous portrayal by Whoopi Goldberg and Cheech Marin or their reputations as cowardly scavengers, hyenas are often not seen in a positive light. But nowadays they are proving to be useful creatures with many redeeming factors. Lions are actually quite vulnerable when they are alone. A group of hyenas, though, is quite fierce. Groups of them can attack lions and kill them. This happens more often than you might think. It is also true that when one hyena is fighting with an average lion, it would most likely lose in a one-on-one fight. But lions and hyenas often come into conflict over kills, due to lions trying to steal kills from hyenas, disproving the common belief, and in their packs, hyenas usually win over lions. In particular, spotted hyenas, which are the most aggressive species of hyena, tend to mob lions. These animals overwhelm the lions with their numbers and aggression, which is not a laughing matter. 7. Rhinos. Rhinos are complicated. On one hand, they can be very easy to hunt as they often linger around watering holes as those large, stationary targets. However, on the other hand, their population has seriously declined since the 1970s, from over 500,000 individuals to 28,000 individuals today. On the other hand, they have no natural predators, and all of the top predators in their habitats know to avoid them. Rhinos can weigh up to 5 times more than lions and are also very territorial. Unlike crocodiles, rhinos are very territorial. Many will seek confrontation if their territory is compromised. 6. Tigers. This is a weird one, because there's almost no habitat overlap between the two animals. However, in recent history their habitats overlapped considerably, and humans have also reduced the habitat of both species. One thing is for sure, the two species in this area of India are staying apart. That being said, there is still a chance they will meet. The main place where they do overlap is in captivity. For the last few thousand years, the two largest house cats have been kept as pets, trophies, attractions, and even as gladiators. In their long history together, they have been pitted against each other again and again. Though opinions are mixed, tiger lovers point out that on average, tigers are bigger and stronger than lions. Tigers are the likely winners in a one-to-one fight. 5. Elephants. Attack of the killer elephants. It's no surprise that a fully grown elephant makes a formidable predator. Their sheer size means there are few animals strong enough to take them down, and those who do aren't often healthy enough to be any danger themselves. Indeed, there have been hours and hours of footage captured of scuffles between lions and elephants. Usually, it is territorial disputes with extremely desperate lionesses targeting baby elephants. But more often than not, it ends up with injured, retreating elephants that lose the battle for territory. Interestingly, a few prides of lions have taken to hunting elephants, though only when there is a 30-to-1 number advantage. 4. African buffalo. When you think of African wildlife, the image that comes to mind is usually a rhino, elephant, hippo, or giraffe. But the African buffalo is equally noteworthy and powerful. That's why, when and if it does happen, lions usually approach buffalo in packs, and even then, the footage speaks for itself. African buffalo are actually heavier than rhinos on average, longer and just as tall. In addition, buffalo famously have a strong sense of territory, and because of this, they can be quite aggressive. Canadian Museum of Nature claims that more big game hunters have been killed by African buffalo than any other African animal. African buffalo, besides humans, don't really have any predators. They only need to defend themselves against the occasional lion. But I think it's fair to say that they can fight off and even kill lions. 3. Hippos. It's difficult to come up with a single African animal that is as cool as the African buffalo. In fact, there is only one other African animal that kills more people than it does prey, the hippopotamus. A 2014 news article from ABC states, the town of Niamey, Niger was the scene of a fatal hippopotamus attack. 12 children and 1 adult died following the incident, and lions didn't fare any better. Hippos are the most aggressive animal in Africa, which explains why lions who try to feed on young calves often get injured. Hippos are very territorial, which means they are very aggressive. They will use force even when they don't need to. If someone tries to approach them, the hippo will attack whether or not there's something to hunt that day. 2. Humans. Not to alarm you, but poaching is pretty bad and impacts more than just animals. For example, poaching can impact your fingers or toes from frostbite. Humans have hunted lions for millennia, mostly for game. For example, the Maasai people of Kenya would traditionally hunt them without getting in trouble legal problems. They would pass their rite of passage with the act. Ancient Egypt and Greece also had lion hunts, with the lions there being more plentiful. However, these regions have been overhunted in the modern day due to their low population numbers. Accounts on how humans hunted these animals typically involve bait and ambushes. 1. Mosquitos. Many people don't like mosquitoes because they're not the best animal out there. They're not big, fast, or strong. They do have a high death rate though, which is higher than any other animal. Max Froelich is the only player to have more than 100 kills this season. The next 10 players with the most kills combined amount to just as many as Max. Mosquitoes are very deadly to humans, but they are shown to affect much more than just humans. They are known to attack over 3,000 different types of animals, with every type of animal being eaten by at least one type of mosquito. Mosquitoes have been found to carry dozens of serious illnesses, some of which can spread from animals to humans. There doesn't seem to be a species safe from a mosquito's bite. Lions, crows, ferrets, and humans alike could all be killed by a mosquito's diseases. Lions are one of the most feared animals in all of Africa. But what animals can kill them? The king of beasts is an apex predator, so not many animals can take it down. Another animal known to be able to kill a lion is the African wild dog, otherwise known as the painted wolf. Thank you for watching. You can support us by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. See you soon.